The goal of your newsletter is not to promote yourself and your company and your products. It's to help your customers accomplish their goals. The more your newsletter does that, the more they'll want to buy from you. Not only is this a best practice if you want to attract customers, it's actually a best practice to grow your newsletter in any way. Your newsletter should never be about you. Even if you're sharing personal stories, the point of those personal stories is for other people to benefit from them and for those stories to be examples that help them. If you have a service-based business, this is one of the most common mistakes I see, and I call it the service trap, and it is incredibly easy to fall into. And I bet several of you on this call are already in this trap. You don't want to use your newsletter to teach people how to do what you do if your goal is to get them to hire you to do it for them. So if you're in a service business, most likely people are not hiring you to educate them. They're hiring you to do the thing for them, right? Your target customer doesn't want to learn how to do it. They want to pay someone, hopefully you, to do it for them. And the example I use for this is, let's say I had a web design agency that specialized in designing websites for restaurants. The quote unquote obvious newsletter that I would create would be a newsletter about web design where I share tips about how to improve your website. But the problem is your customers don't want to learn how to improve their website. They just want a better website, and that's what they would hire you to build for them. So sharing the latest WordPress tips with them is not going to attract them. They're not going to sign up for that newsletter. The people that are going to sign up for that newsletter are other web designers who want to learn from you, but they're not your customer. So you could actually have this fool's gold situation where you're building a newsletter, you're attracting a bunch of people and it's growing, but you're not getting any clients or sales. And it's because you're attracting people who want to learn from you, not pay you to do things for them. So what I would do in that scenario is, as opposed to having the XYZ web design agency newsletter that tells you about how to better design websites, I'd launch a newsletter called Restaurant Growth Weekly that's all about how to grow your restaurant, and have my design agency function almost as the sponsor of that newsletter.